The 1950s were one of the golden decades of the American automotive industry. After World War II, Detroit entered its most glamorous era, producing cars that were luxurious, powerful, and instantly iconic. This was the age of gleaming chrome, soaring tail fins, and thunderous V8 engines that carried America into a new age of confidence, style, and speed. Today, in 2025, not every car from the 1950s has held its value, but a select few have become true treasures, not only for their rarity, but also for the way they tell the story of an ambitious, creative, and forward-looking America. In this video, we'll explore 11 of the most valuable American cars of the 1950s that still shine in collections and auctions today. 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. When it comes to the most valuable American cars of the 1950s, few can rival the 1953 Chevrolet Corvette, the car that launched America's most iconic sports car line. Debuting at GM's Motorama in New York, the Corvette was originally an experiment, blending European-inspired style with an unmistakably American soul. What made the 1953 Corvette groundbreaking was its fiberglass body, a radical innovation at the time. Only 300 were built in the first year, all finished in polo white, with striking red interiors. Under the hood sat the Blue Flame Inline 6, producing 150 horsepower and paired with a 2-speed Powerglide automatic. It wasn't the fire-breathing muscle that later Corvettes became known for, but it laid the foundation for the very idea of an American sports car. Today, every surviving 1953 Corvette is considered a crown jewel. These cars regularly appear at major auctions, often exceeding $300,000 in value, with pristine examples fetching far more. 1957 Ford Thunderbird. When Chevrolet introduced the Corvette, Ford couldn't sit idle. Their answer was the Thunderbird, and the 1957 model became one of the decade's most iconic cars. What makes it fascinating is that the Thunderbird wasn't built solely for speed. It introduced an entirely new category, the personal luxury car, a two-seater that blended sportiness with sophistication. The Thunderbird featured refined styling, with a sharper front end, a wide integrated grille, and elegant rear fins with rounded taillights. Inside, it offered a far more luxurious cabin than the Corvette of its time, making it a car designed not only to drive fast, but also to showcase personal style. The real highlight was under the hood. The rare E-Code option featured a 312 cubic inch V8, fitted with dual 4-barrel carburetors, producing 270 horsepower, an impressive figure for such a compact two-seater. Today, this version is highly coveted by collectors for both its performance and rarity. By 2025, the Thunderbird, especially in E-Code form, often commands prices in the hundreds of thousands at major auctions. 1959 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz. The Eldorado Biarritz was Cadillac's flagship convertible. With its towering tail fins and dual rocket-inspired taillights, it perfectly captured the space-age spirit of the era. It came with a staggering new price of over $7,400, making it one of the most expensive cars in America at the time. The interior was wrapped in luxurious leather and packed with amenities such as power-adjustable seats, air conditioning, and a signal-seeking radio, all reinforcing Cadillac's claim as the standard of the world in luxury. Under the hood, it featured a 390 cubic inch V8, producing 345 horsepower, more than enough to move the massive 18-foot-long car with smooth and effortless power on the highway. With only about 1,320 examples produced, The Eldorado Biarritz has become a rare treasure among collectors. In 2025, the 1959 Eldorado Biarritz continues to appear at major auctions, often selling for between $200,000 and over $300,000 for well-preserved original cars. 1954 Kaiser Darrin. It was one of the few sports cars produced by Kaiser Motors, a small company compared to the Big Three, yet it left an unforgettable mark. Designed by Howard "Dutch" Darrin, the car featured flowing lines, an elegant convertible body, and most famously, sliding doors that disappeared into the front fenders, a feature never seen before in American automotive history. Only 435 units were built, making the Kaiser Darrin one of the rarest cars of the 1950s. Under the hood, it carried a Willys F-head 161 cubic inch inline-six, producing around 90 horsepower, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission. While it wasn't a performance powerhouse, the fiberglass body and lightweight design gave it a distinct charm and enjoyable driving dynamics. Today, the 1954 Kaiser Darrin is a true collector's gem. Its rarity and groundbreaking design push its value well above $150,000 at major auctions. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air convertible. When it comes to 1950s American icons, few names are as beloved as the Chevrolet Bel Air. In particular, the convertible version became a dream car for generations, symbolizing post-war prosperity and America's optimistic outlook on the future. The Bel Air's design epitomized the chrome-heavy era. A wide grille, jet-inspired hood ornaments, and sleek rear fins accented by chrome trim stretching from the doors to the tail lights. The convertible amplified its appeal, blending elegance with the carefree spirit of open-top driving. Under the hood, the Bel Air offered several engine choices, the most notable being the 283 cubic inch V8 with ramjet fuel injection. Producing 283 horsepower, it was one of the first production engines to achieve the coveted 1 horsepower per cubic inch milestone, a remarkable feat for the time, and it gave the Bel Air serious performance credentials. Today, the Bel Air convertible remains a highlight at American classic car auctions, often commanding between $100,000 and over $200,000 depending on originality and configuration. 1956 Chrysler 300B. While Cadillac and Chevrolet captured attention with luxury and style, Chrysler took a different path: pure performance. This gave birth to the legendary letter cars, and the Chrysler 300B was their defining statement. It was the first American production car to achieve more than 1 horsepower per cubic inch, paving the way for the muscle car era. The 300B carried a 354 cubic inch Hemi 5.8, offered in 2 versions, a standard 340 horsepower and an upgraded 355 horsepower option, far ahead of most competitors of its time. Paired with either a 3-speed manual or an optional 2-speed PowerFlight automatic, the 300B could reach speeds of over 130 miles per hour, making it one of America's fastest cars in the mid-1950s. Beyond performance, it also delivered refinement with its sleek 2-door coupe body, leather-trimmed interior, power-adjustable seats, and a host of luxury touches. With only about 1,102 units produced, it quickly became a rare and desirable collector's piece. By 2025, the Chrysler 300B typically commands between $150,000 and $250,000 at major auctions. 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air Nomad. Within the legendary Tri-5 Chevys, 1955 to 1957, the Nomad stands out as the most unique. Unlike the more common sedans or convertibles, the 1955 Nomad was a two-door station wagon that blended practicality with a level of style and luxury never before seen in a family car. It proved that even a wagon could become a design icon. Its design was inspired by the Corvette Nomad concept shown at GM's 1954 Motorama. With its sloping roofline, forward-angled rear pillars, and sweeping chrome side trim, the Nomad projected a sporty look far removed from the bulky wagons of its era. Inside, it carried all the refinement of the Bel Air line, featuring cloth and vinyl seats, chrome-accented dashboards, and upscale options that elevated it above the ordinary family hauler. Mechanically, the Nomad shared its underpinnings with other Bel Airs. Buyers could choose between the 235 cubic inch inline-six or Chevrolet's new 265 cubic inch V8, delivering performance that allowed the wagon to keep pace with its sedan counterparts. Today, the 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air Nomad is highly coveted among American classic car collectors. Values range from $70,000 to over $150,000 depending on condition, with top-quality restorations commanding far higher. 1958 Packard Hawk. By the late 1950s, Packard, once one of America's premier luxury brands, was in decline. The Packard Hawk was one of the company's last desperate efforts to survive. Based on the Studebaker Golden Hawk, the Packard Hawk carried a bolder appearance with its long nose, hawk-like grille, and sloping roofline. Inside, the cabin featured upscale leather trim and even a leather-covered dashboard, an unusual touch for the time that highlighted Packard's commitment to luxury. Under the hood, it housed Studebaker's 289 cubic inch V8, equipped with a McCulloch/Paxton supercharger, producing 275 horsepower. This was an impressive figure in 1958, making the Packard Hawk one of the most powerful cars the brand had ever built. With only 588 units produced in that single year, the Packard Hawk is exceedingly rare. By 2025, examples can fetch between $90,000 and over $150,000 at auction, depending on originality and condition. 1957 Plymouth Fury. The Fury delivered not only strong performance, but also Virgil Exner's forward-look styling, with sharp fins, clean lines, and a futuristic presence that set it apart from rivals. It elevated Plymouth's image from everyday transportation to performance credibility. The Fury came exclusively in sand dune white, accented by gold anodized trim along the sides, giving it a distinctive identity. Inside, it featured sporty, two-tone vinyl upholstery and an aircraft-inspired dashboard that emphasized modernity and flair. Power came from a 318 cubic inch V8 with dual carburetors, producing 290 horsepower, an impressive figure for a mid-size car of the era. Buyers could also opt for Chrysler's innovative push-button drive automatic transmission, a futuristic touch that enhanced its appeal. Today, the 1957 Plymouth Fury is highly collectible, with only about 7,438 built. In 2025, values typically range from $80,000 to $150,000, with top-quality restorations fetching even more. With its sleek, forward-look design and strong V8 performance, the Fury remains one of the most memorable cars Plymouth ever produced. 1955 Dodge Custom Royal Lancer convertible. Amid the fresh design wave of the mid-1950s, Dodge made a strong statement with the custom Royal Lancer convertible. As Dodge's top-of-the-line convertible, it showcased both engineering strength and the stylish, forward-look design trend. With bold lines, fashionable two-tone paint schemes, and generous chrome accents, the custom Royal Lancer quickly became a symbol of youth and America's carefree spirit. The car stood out with its bold front end, wide grille, sleek profile, and chrome side trim stretching across the body. As a convertible, it added elegance and flair, blending sportiness with luxury. Inside, vinyl upholstery, chrome-trimmed dashboards, and modern conveniences elevated the driving experience. Under the hood, buyers had several engine choices, the highlight being the 270 cubic inch Hemi V8, producing around 183 horsepower. Paired with Dodge's 2-speed Powerflight automatic, it delivered comfort along with enough power to cruise the expanding American highways of the era. Today, surviving examples of the custom Royal Lancer convertible are rare, making it a desirable piece for collectors. In 2025, well-preserved or properly restored cars can fetch between $70,000 and over $120,000 at auction. 1959, Buick Electra 225 convertible. In 1959, Buick introduced the new Electra line, and its top-tier model, the Electra 225 convertible, quickly became a symbol of luxury and sheer size. The 225 designation referred to its massive length of over 225 inches, earning it the nickname Deuce and a Quarter among Americans. The Electra 225 convertible embodied the late 50s design spirit with its wide body, broad horizontal fins, dual taillights, and sweeping chrome trim. Its styling was both extravagant and graceful, making it one of Buick's most memorable creations. Inside, it offered premium leather seating, a two-tone steering wheel, aircraft-inspired dash design, and a host of advanced electronic conveniences for its era. Under the hood, it featured Buick's 401 cubic inch nailhead V8, producing 325 horsepower, paired with a Dynaflow automatic transmission. This combination delivered smooth yet commanding performance, making the convertible a perfect blend of comfort and highway presence. With only a few thousand produced, surviving examples are increasingly rare. In 2025, well-preserved cars typically fetch between $80,000 and $140,000 at auction. Looking back at the 1950s, we see an era where America proudly defined itself through cars that were bold, powerful, and extravagant. From the very first Corvette that sparked the sports car dream, to the Thunderbird that created the personal luxury segment, to the Eldorado Biarritz and Continental Mark II that pushed luxury to new heights. Each car tells its own story of innovation and ambition. Today, these treasures are more than just automobiles. They are living pieces of history, celebrated in museums, auctions, and cherished private collections. They remind us that cars are not only machines of transportation, but also cultural symbols, carrying the spirit and dreams of their time. So what do you think? If you had the chance to get behind the wheel of one of these 11 legendary cars from the 1950s, which one would you choose? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of classic cars.